Hi. So this is my movie review and movie report about the women rights and the different women rights movements that's been over the many years. And the things I'm gonna talk about is the suffragette movement, which we saw a movie about, and then we're gonna talk about just in all the big changes that's been over the past decades when talking about the women rights. And then I'm gonna talk about the first women rights movements, and then I'm gonna talk about some of the more new additions there's been to help secure women rights. And the suffragette movement. It was the biggest and most primary goal for the suffragette movement was to secure voting rights for women, and that's why they chose the name suffragette. That means voting, and it took place in 1908 in London. And the first demonstration, there arrived about 250,000 people to demonstrate, and it was a lot. And it was kind of new thing back then. The inspiration, I think so, took place or was a part of New Zealand. Australia had gotten the rights to vote in 1893 and 94 for their women. So I think that's where the inspiration came from, and that's where the women realized like that they could actually get rights to vote. So yeah, and the first women rights movement was in New York, 19 years before this the first suffragette movement took place. And it was 68 women and 32 men who signed a declaration of sentiments, which gave the agenda for the women rights movement. So it's like it set the points for what the women rights movement was gonna do for them, what they were going to secure, what rights were gonna be brought up and like relooked at. And like for more recent events, there was like in 1992, the women rights won a case in the Supreme Court um, to secure the rights to abortion. And like this case in particular, I think it's quite important for women because I mean it's the right to a kid. Basically, when you get pregnant, you can choose to like have the baby or to get an abortion. And I just think that is something that a choice that belongs to the mother, and not just the father, like it did back in the day. And I think that the women getting these rights through to them, like giving them the right to choose, I think that really means a lot to them because like it shows that there's progress, and all the women who's been fighting for this is finally paid off. Of course, this was not the first right to go through, but I think this is one of the more significant, in my opinion. And I think that it just showed that there's actually been a change, and women have gotten more power or more rights in the society. And also in 2013, they won another case allowing women to join the military. I think especially in America, I read that this case they won. Not only did it like secure the rights for the women to join the military, which also gave them like free jobs. It gave them almost 250,000 jobs, which is a lot. And it's a lot of women who can make a lot of money. Again, like get a job like they couldn't before. This is a whole new market they're opening for women. Of course, the military, they made sure of that they would be treated the same way, men and women. And I think like that's what they want and that's what they need. They need to feel like the women. They need to feel like they're being treated the same way as men. Like there's not been any segregation. Like they're just two people of different sex with the same rights. And I think that's great that this law got through. And I think again that really shows progress. But one of the things that scares me the most is that if you look at these two like rights for the women that's gone through, it was in 2013 and 1992, and I just can't believe that the suffragette movement was in 1908 with that first demonstration, and it's been that long a time to secure the women the rights for abortion, the rights to join the military. I mean, it took too long, and the women fighting for it back then, they sacrificed a lot for further generations to being able to work or to secure the rights to abortion or just to have more rights in society and vote, to get a vote in society and have a saying. And I just I can't believe that there's been so many years. And as we saw in the movie, um, the suffragette movie, we saw like one of the last scenes at the Derby, where a woman, she saw the police came, because they recognized some of them from the demonstration, and she saw like that this was like their only chance to stand up and speak to the people. So what she did was she chose to jump in front of one of the horses and killed herself, like in protest to like objection to what they were doing and wanting to open people's eyes up to the problem there was. And yeah, I think it's important to open people's eyes up to what's going on, and also in our society today. There's a lot of people talking about this. The women rights still don't have their rights, because if they're in the same position as men in a big company, they're not getting paid the same, and they don't have the equal rights. And I think that this is a problem that's going to go on forever. They're going to try and find a new place where the women and men doesn't have the same rights, and it's always going to be a problem. So